Hello there, my students, and friends, and family members, and dogs, and cats, and monkeys, and lemurs, and goats. Welcome to this podcast where we commit stolen valor. We pretend to
What?
be noble teachers when really we're just a couple of dudes who like talking about science fiction stuff and stories and pop culture and um, Season Romero's mustache. Um, so, hello. My name's Cademan David. You're watching the Teacher's Lounge. This is my friend and brother in Christ, Eric Miller. He's
Hi.
a famous music person who wrote many musics, including, but not limited to, the one where you're a ghost or something, and the one where it's a blue butterfly thing.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
so,
One of those kind of spoilers, Caitman.
well, I was just saying things. So if it was a spoiler, it was completely incidental. And it was actually you who spoiled it by saying that I
Oh,
spoiled
darn.
it. Today, we are seeing a test of how well we know each other. This is part 3. It's a lot closer to part 1 than part 2. What? No, to part 2 than. Yeah, it's not important. You get the gist.
That was a really
Uh,
confusing
we're
statement.
we're figuring out if we know each other as well as we know each other. And if we don't know each other that well, we'll have to learn how to know each other better by knowing each other with questions of how well we know each other. So I will ask, or
Exactly.
Eric has a list of questions that he'll ask that relate
It's
to
right
how well
here.
we know each other. And then if we know each other's answers, then we'll know each other very well. And then I have my answers written down on papers. Eric doesn't because he doesn't know how to follow instructions. Um, but so we'll guess, and then we get half a point if we guess a second, like the second best answer. Some of them have second best answers, some of them don't. Let's just jump right into it. You can watch the previous episode. Link above. I'm gonna not remember to put that there, but you can look it up on the YouTube channel. Um,
Yeah, or I can sneak in and remember, which
or
probably is less
yeah.
likely than you remembering.
Um, so I don't know. I used to be really good at like adding in sequences and all that, but recently
Yeah,
I've just kind of haven't thought about it for some reason. Um
that makes sense.
so, ladies and gentlemen, are we ready for question number 27?
27?
Yep.
This is a fun question.
Okay.
All right. Question 27.
Mhm.
Favorite fictional weapon or gadget?
Okay. Yours.
Let me think about this.
I know what yours is already. I can see it in your eyes. I can
Hmm.
I can smell it on your
Um,
breath like a fine whiskey made from caramel
wait, you think
leaves.
that?
I can see it in the white of your eye. I can
Are
hear
you
it.
accusing me of drinking, Cademan?
No, I'm accusing you of your answer being in your breath.
Ah,
That has nothing to
that
do
makes a
with
lot of sense.
drinking. It's just a metaphor, Eric.
Okay, okay.
Just like how
Uh,
we aren't actually committing stolen valor, we actually are metaphorically teachers.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
good.
All right, I have
You
mine,
have
so you
it?
can go ahead and guess.
Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
well, I know what yours is because I can see it in your eye, I can smell it on your nose, I can hear it in your ears.
My
Um
nose.
yeah, I already know your
Okay.
answer. Um but I want you to guess mine first because I know your
Oh,
answer so much.
okay, okay, okay.
And I'm not
I'm
just
going.
lying about anything besides being a teacher. So.
Okay, I'm going to guess
The
for
audience is as
you.
confused as you are.
I'm going to guess for you.
Yes.
Um, I have to think through different. There's a lot of cool weapons and gadgets. I want to
Mhm.
say sonic screwdriver from Doctor Who.
Okay.
But as a second guess, I want to
Mhm.
say maybe a batarang, like from
Okay.
Batman. I
Okay.
don't know.
For you, your favorite gadget in all of science fiction is the most Eric gadget in all of not just science fiction. I said all of science fiction earlier. I meant all fiction, period. Whether there's science,
Okay.
magic, or mushroom kingdoms. This is your favorite gadget, and your
Okay.
favorite gadget you wish you had, you always wishy washy wish you had it, um, is
Uh-huh.
the most spectacular gadget. Um, I think it is either the sonic screwdriver or a lightsaber. I don't know. I had nothing. I was trying to buy time while I thought of something, but I
I was
never
wondering
did.
why you were like babbling so much just now,
I
just
never
like
I never thought of
saying all the
anything.
random.
So I'm just going sonic screwdriver. Second is a lightsaber. Um,
Okay.
are you ready for my reveal? See if you got
Yes.
it right.
Let's
Do
see how
do
well I did.
do 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 do.
Psychic paper.
You were close. Um,
That
I
yeah.
think, yeah, psychic paper is just very interesting. Like, I think,
Yeah.
it could be used, it has potential to be used in a lot of interesting ways. Now, it's usually just like he holds it up and, like, it
Yeah.
lets him get in
It
places,
seems like
but
it also like changes the way that it works kind of in different
mm,
episodes. I feel like it's kind of
that's
inconsistent.
definitely true. Yeah, sometimes, like, people send him messages on it, which is, like, a completely different thing. Um,
Yeah.
But it has done that since, like, episode 2, so I guess fair enough. Anyway, there's a lot of potential to use this stuff. This doesn't actually say anything. This is a piece of psychic paper.
Oh,
So, yeah, joke's on
wait.
you. You
So it's
actually
just in my mind,
right.
or maybe it's in your mind. That's like the
Yeah.
main inconsistent thing.
That is the main inconsistent thing because he says it's like whatever you want it to say it says, but then
Yeah.
it's like who's thinking about it, but then also like they sort of reference
It's
it
like
in a
I
joke
think it's
with
like if
like
he says it
mhm,
as he's like showing it, then you expect it to say that, so it
right.
appears for that for you, and I think that's
Yeah.
the most fun way,
Yeah.
but it doesn't
Well,
always seem like it. I
do you
don't know.
remember in The Empty Child when this is a ramble, but hey, we're here for it.
Uh,
That's what a podcast is. In The Empty
yeah.
Child, he um holds it up to Rose and she's like, "Oh, nice try, psychic paper. My buddy uses it all the time." This is Captain Jack. Holds it up to
Oh
Rose.
yeah.
And then he's like, "Oh, why does why does it say like I think like I'm hot and single or something?" Is
Oh
like, does
yeah.
it mean I'm hot and single or you're hot and single? Which is kind of funny. And I feel like that's kind of an
Yeah.
acknowledgement of like it's inconsistent who wants it to say what. Um, but anyway, it's kind of a funny
That's
bit
interesting.
they use.
I forgot
As
about
much
that. Yeah.
as much as I'm not a fan of Captain Jack flirting with Rose because she's like barely an adult in the show, that one bit is pretty funny. Anyway, let's
Yeah.
I I just know the audience is like, Cademan is so much more tired than he is in every other episode. And that's probably true. Anyway, what's our next question?
Do you want to hear my answer first?
That's a great idea.
The rambling distracted you.
Yeah.
I actually, you were right.
Hmm.
My thought was lightsabers.
Okay.
I think like I probably wouldn't say that like normally because I
Hmm.
think it's kind of a generic one. But I think
Hmm.
with like the added like lore of like the crystals and the colors and stuff, I
Oh
think it makes
yeah.
them a lot cooler.
Yeah.
And so I kind of think like because of that reason I would say it, but otherwise like for people who
Well,
don't
I
aren't really
like
deep in that, they probably wouldn't think it was
right. I
that
like
cool.
that everyone designs their own lightsaber. I feel like
Yeah.
as an artiste, that's like sort of a very cool thing. And that's
Yeah,
why I
the
don't
unique
like,
ones too. Yeah.
right. And that's why I don't like when people try to be like, oh, if I'm not sure if you've heard this, but it's a big thing in like
Uh-huh.
Star Wars fandom where people will be
Oh,
like,
okay.
this lightsaber is because he's like this kind of Jedi. And it's not based on canon at all. I think it comes from the video games. Um,
Oh, huh.
but that's always disappointing to me because I'm always like, but I feel like they just make their lightsabers like their favorite color. Um, so
Yeah.
anyway, that's my little
I
rant.
I know that like the main thing is like that when you bleed them,
Mm-hmm.
when you become a Sith, they turn red. But
Right.
other than that,
Yeah.
I think that it's not like there's not like a set thing on like what color
Mm-hmm.
they become. And I think generally
Right.
like in the Jedi Order, it's based on like what their rank is. I think
Mm.
at least like because the Padawans do seem to always have blue. I actually don't really know much about the like Jedi rules and stuff, but it is
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. Well, it's blue, and then the way they shot in the last movie, it
Oh,
couldn't be
yeah,
blue, so they had to
because
make
of the
it
sky.
green. And then because
Yeah,
of that, in the prequels, everyone just has blue and green because George Lucas isn't very
yeah.
creative. But who is
Well,
creative
except for
is
Mace
Samuel L.
Windu.
Jackson, who
Yeah,
was just like, dude, can I have a purple lightsaber? And George Lucas was like, I don't even care. Yeah. So,
yeah.
um,
And then
but
like,
yeah.
didn't Ray have a yellow lightsaber at one point?
I believe she did. I still haven't actually seen the entirety of that movie.
Me neither.
Um, so
Yeah, I haven't really had
yeah.
any interest to it.
But
Yeah.
yeah, lightsabers, sonic screwdrivers, this is basically a tangent study at this point. That's our other show.
Yeah.
Watch me link that I forgot to put in the corner. Watch me react to slash talk about uh Star Trek. That's
There-
nothing that we're talking about right. No, Doctor Who. Doctor
yeah.
Who. We're talking about Doctor Who. I'll link Doctor Who up there.
There we go.
Um so yeah. Do you want to ask
Yeah.
the next question?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's
All
do
right.
it. Let's do
This
it.
one is a fun one. Question 28. Let me make sure this is the one. Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
If you could have a sidekick from any movie or show, who would you pick?
I love this question. I had to think hard
Me
about
too.
it, but
And that's
I think I found the right answer. Um
oh, so I
like
have to like try and
yeah.
get the right.
Well, no, it's not necessarily the right answer for everyone, but it is the right
Yeah,
answer for me. But I
yeah.
did
I
have
have
to
to think
think
about
about
this
it
too.
for a little while. And it's a little sneaky.
Um,
I'm not gonna lie. This is a little sneaky of an answer. But
okay.
I'll let you see if you can sneak past my sneaky. Um,
Okay. I
but for
I'm gonna think
you,
about this a little bit more because I feel like I'm like not thinking of
mhm,
characters.
right, there's so many sidekicks.
There's so many
There's
sidekicks. Yeah.
There's Sam from Sam and Frodo. There's
Yeah.
Grace and Richard from Batman and Robin. There's
Oh, wait, Richard's his last name?
no, Grayson's his last name.
Wait.
Richard's his first
Oh,
name.
I was so confused. I was like, what?
I would say what they usually call his first name, but I don't want this video to get demonetized.
I
Cause,
don't think it
cause,
was.
no, I mean, our videos aren't monetized, at least time of recording anyway. So there's nothing they could do. They couldn't stop us. Anyway, that was a joke more than anything else. Um,
Yeah. No, I
there's
was so confused.
what's
I
that
was
orange horse that hangs out with Gumby? Do you know what I'm talking?
oh,
Do you know Gumby?
yes. Yes, I
What
know
a
exactly what
weird,
you're talking about.
what a weird
And
thing.
I wonder, I know what you're talking about, but like I don't really know like is there like a fan base for Gumby?
I
There's
I
gotta
don't
be,
know.
right?
Like
Like
where what is Gumby? Like someone was just like, I
that's what
want
I
to
was
make a
thinking.
movie about a Play-Doh character, like a claymation character that's like based around
Yeah.
him being clay and like it's a part of the movie. I don't know. It's like I don't know where that comes from or like I've seen the
Huh.
movie. I know the movie, but I
Yeah.
don't know why the movie, right?
That's
Like
that's like how I'm kind of thinking too. Like I completely forgot that it even existed until you said that. And I'm just like,
yeah, I don't
wow, huh. That's
I
weird. We need to look into
yeah.
this.
Yeah, maybe I'll make like a video essay on like this is a weird thing from my childhood that like I just thought about. I'm like, what? um, yeah.
Yeah. All
It's
right.
yeah.
I'm just thinking of my answer.
Mhm. I'm trying to think like because like
Mhm.
I'm also trying to think of your answer. Which
Yeah.
makes this
I
very
feel like this
interesting.
one's a pretty hard one.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to think who you would want to like hang out with. Like,
Hmm.
um,
Yeah.
sidekicks. I'm trying to think of even other
It's
sidekicks. I don't
I
think
think
it's
the
the
reason
horse
why I'm
guy
like,
from Gumby.
yeah, no. I will
Psh,
give you that
don't
one. It's
don't
not.
spoil. Oh man. I
I
I
think I'm allowed to
actually
spoil for that.
I was being sneaky. I was gonna turn around and guess the horse guy from Gumby. But
Really?
now I won't. Yeah. Yeah. You
Sure,
you
sure.
you ruined
I'm not
my
convinced.
sneaky plan. Um,
I feel like the thing is like you don't really think about the sidekicks as much in a lot of things. At least like I
mhm.
don't.
Okay.
And so I'm like, okay, what would I think? So I'm still like,
Right. Well, also like a lot of things don't necessarily have a sidekick at this like more modern stuff, I
yeah,
think.
sidekicks
Um,
just become like other main characters pretty much.
right, yeah. Aside from like superhero stuff, but even like in the
Yeah.
MCU, like Bucky, who was initially like just Captain
That's
America's Robin, like they completely
yeah.
changed where he's just like a soldier guy that um was
It's
friends
so
with Captain
interesting. I was
America.
actually telling Jemima, our
Mm.
younger sister, that he was originally like a kid in the comic books and
Wait,
like
Eric, I must
she was
correct
just like
you. I must correct
uh-huh.
you. Our younger sister in Christ.
Ah, yes. Um yeah, but uh I was telling her that Bucky was originally a kid in the
Hmm.
comic books and like the
Yeah.
differences between them and she was like, "What? No way."
Have you
I
read
was like, "Yeah."
do you know oh, what's that character's name? Alex Jones? No. Alex Jones? Um I don't remember for sure that's the right name, and I'm gonna hate when I go back and edit this or like turn this bit into a clip. Because I'm gonna be like, that's the name. I think it might be Alex Jones. Anyway,
Okay.
the guy who was like Bruce Banner when they were testing the gamma bomb, the kid was out there and like he pulled him out of the way of the gamma bomb, and that's like basically that's the reason Bruce Banner turned into the Hulk. Um,
Okay.
but anyway, there's a comic book where that
Uh-huh.
teenage character, um, who was previously like had been different characters' sidekicks, I think, but Captain America just sees him and he's like, "You look like Bucky. Put on Bucky's clothes, and now you're my new Bucky." And it's like
What?
the wildest thing. Yeah.
Huh? That's really weird.
Yep. Um.
Okay. I think I have an answer.
Okay.
And it's just one of
Man,
my
I
first thoughts, so I'm
haven't.
just gonna go
I
with it.
spent too much time
Um,
tangenting. I don't know your. I don't know what you're
yeah,
thinking.
I I'm not like fully sure about this. I will say
Hmm.
that. So
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think. Well, you go ahead and guess first for me.
okay. For you, I want to say Martha from Doctor Who. That might be
Martha.
kind of
Okay.
random. Uh, I feel like I should have a second guess because that was just like my first thought.
Wait. Who are you guess? Who was your first guess again?
Martha
Why did you
from
say
Doctor Who.
that name?
Wait, is that the same? Wait, is it?
Yeah, it is. But so when I first um like I think when we watched some episodes, but I went back and like actually watched through all of New Who. I
Uh-huh.
I got to season 3 and like in episode 2 or something, there's this scene where they're in New York, um, which
Okay.
great environment. Bring it back. I love New York. Um,
Yeah.
but so they're in New York and like basically they get separated, but there's lots of scenes of David Tennant just like calling out for Martha. And every time my mind just hears Ben Affleck being like, "Why did you say that name?" Um, so
That's so
yeah,
funny.
yeah.
Yeah. I
Okay, so
can't think
that's
of a second guess for you, so I'm just gonna
okay.
go with Martha,
Just
I
go with
think.
Martha.
We'll
Um,
see how that goes.
yeah.
This might be
For
one of the hardest questions.
for you, I
Mhm.
think your um your sidekick you want is I'm so tempted to say that, but I don't know if I want to. Um I'm I'm gonna okay. I'm gonna say I don't think you would say that though. I think it might actually be the right answer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put
Okay.
it. I'm gonna say Tim Drake. Tim Drake,
Okay.
Robin recently retconned to be never Robin, always Red Robin, and then retconned to never be Red Robin, always Robin.
Wait,
It's so
really?
confusing and weird. Yeah. I I don't like that they retconned him back to like still being Robin. So now Damien's Robin and also he's Robin.
Oh,
Um
that's
yeah,
kind of
but
weird.
also like the Batman book like primarily follows him as Robin and doesn't mess with Damien so much. And I'm like, dude, we've
So
moved
Damien's just like
on.
there.
Yeah. Like we've moved on from Tim Drake being Robin. I know that there's like generations of people that are like, Tim's the definitive Robin. But I'm like, Damien's here
Oh,
now. And
yeah.
honestly, like, I'm okay with him moving on to being something that's not Robin now, and us to get a new Robin. Um,
Yeah,
but
that
yeah,
makes
no,
sense.
they have him back as Robin, and it's sort of irritating to me.
Okay.
Um, anyway, so Tim Drake, Robin,
Alright.
retconned to never be Robin, always be Red Robin, retconned to never be Red Robin, and still Robin. Um,
Yep.
And for my second guess, I'm gonna, just because we were talking about it, but I think there is an amount of validity to it, I'm gonna say
Uh-huh.
Bucky Barnes. Good old Bucky Barnes.
Okay.
Um, and
So,
yeah, those are my two guesses. Should I reveal my answer?
yeah,
Okay. Do do
I'm
do
very
do do
curious.
do 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 do.
Toothless. That's
Yeah!
such a good answer.
I know,
That
right?
I
I'm
should have
like,
thought that.
how cool. Like, I may have written something else, but then I was like, toothless. Like, man,
You could just ride on a dragon.
that
No, that would be
dragon
like,
would be like, I want a
yeah.
best friend that is also like a flying travel device that's also like a dog. Who doesn't want that?
Uh-huh.
That's also
So,
sometimes a
Caitman,
cat instead of a dog. Because like cartoon animals are just all the pets. Yeah.
so
Mhm.
do you know what my answer was? Because
Only
it's
if it
kind of
was
funny that,
Tim Drake or Bucky Barnes.
oh, I guess I won't tell you. No,
Okay, fine. What is it?
I it was my first thought, and it was
Mhm.
crypto, the dog.
So you were actually thinking along the same line as me then.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
like I was thinking you would probably like pick one of the companions, and I was like, I
Mm.
couldn't remember. Is your favorite companion Martha? Because that's what I was
Um,
thinking. You said at one point, but I don't remember.
yes. I think it's kind of a tie between Martha and Clara. Um,
Oh, okay.
so
Yeah, I
yeah.
haven't seen many. No, I don't know if I've seen any with Clara or however you say it in British.
Yeah. Um, so as well as stolen valor, I'm also committing stolen vocabulary for from the British because I pronounce
Okay.
things the British way all the time.
I mean,
Which
it's
also,
nice to our
you guys are
audience because
British, right? We
yeah,
looked
most of our
at
audiences are.
we I mean that's probably changed because like that was right before we actually got a bit of an audience. Um
That's true. Yeah.
but with that being said, when we looked, most of you guys were British, and I love that because
Yeah.
I think British people are cool. Um, I'm sorry you can't have guns, but you get to call your mom's mum, right? We don't get to do that. It's
I
actually against the
actually
law
have
in America.
I have
Um,
that as I have mom as mum in my
mm,
phone,
yeah.
and so it's kind of funny
I
when
basic I
whenever
basically never it's a little bit of like a tongue in cheek, just like it's fun to say things in a different way. But I
yeah.
usually say mum instead of mom. Um,
Yeah.
I just
I
think
do
it sounds
I've
fun.
done that too when talking to her,
Mhm.
but not when I'm talking about her.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
don't
I
think she ever notices because it just sounds like enough like mom where
mom.
she doesn't even like think about it, and I
Yeah.
don't like over enunciate it or anything.
I also
So
occasionally say mummy. I I don't so
mommy.
I will be talking to someone and I'll be like, your mum said, I will not say your mummy said. Like that sounds weird to me, but I will talk to my
Yeah.
mum
That
and call and I'll be like, "Hey mummy, you know, what's for dinner,
yeah.
mummy?" Yeah. Unfortunately, now I have to make my own dinner and I eat only um mostly like steak and stuff. Though I made nachos the other day because I remembered
Oh, okay.
I can do some food with more than just one ingredient. They were good. I love
Yeah.
nachos. Anyway,
That
that's a whole
that just
tangent.
made me remember how you were talking about nachos in the Batman video. Because
What?
like
Oh
Alfred,
yeah. I think that's
Alfred
I
like
think that's
brings Batman nachos.
honestly what kicked it off. Is I was like, cuz like the two things that in like the first 3 episodes that I've watched, the two
Uh-huh.
things you see Alfred like serving Batman is cereal in episode
Yeah,
1 and
cereal and
nachos
nachos.
in episode 2. It's like this is such like a like modern bachelor interpretation of Bruce Wayne, and I'm here for it.
It's kind of fun
Um,
though. I
yeah,
think it's fun.
yeah. We're out of time. I don't know how long we've been out of time for. Um,
Oh, okay.
so maybe let's just do one question just to finish this off, and then we'll
All
blow a
right.
kiss to our audience and um give them grades
Okay.
because this is a
This
school.
is a this is a fun question.
Hmm.
Question 29.
Hmm.
If you were a cryptid like Bigfoot or the Loch Ness monster, what would you be called and where would you hide?
Hmm. Oh, where would you hide? I don't even have that answer. Um,
Okay.
I have to think about the second part. I do have the answer here on my paper, and
Okay.
it is the
Okay.
correct answer um for me. So, um hmm, yeah, okay, I have the second part. For
Okay.
you,
I
this
I have an answer.
okay. This is gonna be crazy because it's such an open-ended
Uh-huh.
question if either of us get this even remotely
Yeah,
right.
that's what I was thinking
Um,
too. It's like, oh
but
yeah.
I do know what you would be called. And
Okay.
again, it's the right answer. You might have some silly answer, but mine is the right
Okay.
one. You would be called the Tea Munchkin.
The
And
Team Munchkin.
yes, and you would break into people's houses and just stand in their cupboards and make yourself some tea and then just sip the tea, and then when they open the cupboard you say good day mate, and then when and then they would be like oh good day and look away and be like wait was that a little munchkin in my cupboard, and then they would look back and you would just be gone, and they would be
That's just
like
weird though, because like I don't even drink tea.
yes you do. That's the most British thing about this podcast is that you're always drinking tea. Um,
I think usually I'm drinking hot
it's
chocolate on the podcast,
and
but
also
yes, I am drinking tea right now. You
okay.
can't really tell, but this is
Okay.
tea. I just
Gotcha.
remembered
So
it when you said that.
that was your little joke, is you were like, I don't drink tea
Mhm.
as you're drinking tea. Hilarious. Ha
Yeah.
ha ha. Yeah. So we say mom, you drink tea, we're basically Brits. British audience,
Okay.
please take us in. Please adopt us into your culture.
Um,
We have like uh like guns and eagles as our culture. I want like your
Lang
castles, and I don't want your
and
tea
tea.
drinking. I want your tea drinking like I want tea time, but I want it to be hot chocolate time. So for caveman culture, we're gonna take everything you have, but just change tea time
How
to
would
hot
we
chocolate time.
would we have their accents like completely though, or
Oh
would we
yeah,
just have like some words?
I would love to be able to do a realistic, consistent British accent. I
Yeah.
always fall into doing my Irish accent, which is probably not even the best Irish accent. People on
Yeah.
this island think it's the funniest thing. Like is great in Dungeons and Dragons when I can just pull out my Irish accent and everyone's like, "Oh yeah." Now, if I went over to Ireland, I don't know if we have any Irish listeners, but if I went over
If you're
there,
Irish, leave a comment.
yeah, raise your
We
hand,
love you.
but don't raise your
Raise your
hand
hand.
because then I'll think you know the answer to the question or have to use the bathroom. Because this is a school. Um,
Because this is totally a school, even though we're
right.
in the teacher's lounge right now.
Yeah.
And why
I
are our
wonder.
students with us?
Anyway, yeah.
Okay,
So
that's
if I went over there, you'd probably be like, this idiot thinks he can do an Irish accent, and he just sounds dumb.
yeah.
But
I
people
yeah.
love it. People love it on this island. That's all I'm saying. Um,
Okay.
you
For
want to
you,
guess mine?
Cademan,
Yeah.
I I don't know. This is a very like, as you said, it's very open ended.
Right.
Um,
Well, part of that gives you freedom though, because you can just say whatever you think
yeah,
is funny or
I can just
interesting,
say whatever.
and then
Okay, I think you would be like a weird like cow monster
okay.
that's like a mix of like a cow and a dinosaur.
Oh, okay.
Um, I don't exactly know what you would be called, but
Okay.
probably like the how about the Moosaurus? Just because that's
Okay.
the first thing that comes to mind.
The Moosaurus.
Uh,
Gotcha.
and I think you would hide uh in fast food restaurants,
Mm.
and then when they close up, you would like just eat pizza, and
Yeah.
then or I guess whatever fast food it is. I was
Okay.
thinking of Domino's, so maybe you just hide in
Right.
Domino's, but
Yeah.
you just eat pizza,
Mm-hmm.
and then you watch movies with the employees or try to, but they're scared of you because they don't know that you're actually friendly.
Yeah.
But you just want to hang out with all the employees, but they
Yeah.
don't realize that you're not a threat, and they just think you're trying to like
Right.
steal their pizza, which you are, but you're a monster, so it's
Uh,
like you're not really
yeah.
stealing it. It's just
I like
yeah.
I walk into like the Domino's break room and I'm like, "Moo." They're like, ah, but like what I'm saying in Moosaurus, is that what I'm called? In
Yeah.
Moosaurus language is I'm saying, "Hey dude, wanna talk about philosophy and stuff over some pizza, man? It would be a great time." We could
Yeah.
want to do some skateboarding later, and they're like, "Ah, get away from me! He's such a scary
You know,
monster."
you know what we should do, Cademan?
Hmm.
We should write a Doctor Who episode
Mm,
with both of the monsters that we just came up with.
yeah, we should. Or I mean, we could
All
write
right,
something that's not Doctor Who with both those monsters, and then we could make money. Okay, are you ready?
that's
Are you
true.
ready for my reveal of my true answer?
Yes.
Okay.
The sock cow. Okay.
So you were
I was
close.
close with
I
the
think I
cow
can give
part.
you a half a point for cows. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, my thought is
Yeah.
I hide in people's sock drawers and then I'm just a cow, right? And like people open their sock drawer and there's just a cow sitting in there, but like it's like how do I even fit in there? Like their drawer becomes a TARDIS for a second and like I just poke
Oh.
out my head and I'm like, "Moo." And then again, much like the Team Munchkin, they just like pull out their socks and like put them on and get ready for work. They're like, wait, did I see a cow in there? And then they open up the drawer and I'm gone. And they're like, oh my goodness,
Okay.
the Mandela effect,
So.
but it's a cow. That's if we ever make
So
merch, that's a t-shirt. Oh my goodness, the Mandela effect. And then on the back, but
yes,
it's a cow.
we we should just find our most random quotes, and then if we ever make merch, just put them on all our t-shirts.
Yeah. You know,
So
I
my
yeah.
go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, you know Nerd Sync, the Jimmy Olsen video
Yeah,
I showed you, where he makes the
yeah,
thumbnail. Okay, so just for the audience, I'll explain this gag. Watch Nerd
Okay.
Sync. I love him. Kind of a leftist. Whatever, doesn't matter. I like the guy. Been a fan of him way back, since way back when. One of the first YouTubers I subscribed to. But he did a Jimmy Olsen video where he basically, the sort of concept is that because Jimmy Olsen covers were basically like the clickbait equivalent of covers, where they would make the cover and like the cover would be like eye catching and be like, oh, why is Jimmy Olsen doing this evil thing or whatever? And it would get people to buy the comic, but they would make the covers first and then make the comic off of the cover essentially. So he's like, oh, I'm gonna make the thumbnail for this video, but I'm gonna use all of the methods they use to sell Jimmy Olsen to basically get people to click on this video. But one of the gags is he uh, has a Jimmy Olsen comic, and in it, Jimmy Olsen is reading a comic, but the comic is that comic with Jimmy Olsen on it, reading that comic with Jimmy Olsen on it, reading that comic. So it's like infinite Jimmys. But I saw on like a live stream or something he did uh
Uh-huh.
like they threw out the idea of making that merch where it's like infinite Jimmy merch. I was like, oh my goodness, I would love like I would buy that if they made it.
That's
Um,
funny.
but yeah, so anyway, that's a huge tangent. I can you can take the study out of the tangent, but you can't take this tangent out of the man named Cademan David. Um, so yeah, let's hear it. What are you?
So, uh, this was just something that came off the top of my head, but I would be called the
Mm-hmm.
monster of Arelmi, which is the first two letters of my
Mm-hmm.
first name, my middle
Okay.
name, and my
Yeah.
last name,
Mm-hmm.
and I would hide in the woods somewhere.
Oh,
And that wasn't like a very interesting answer,
right.
but it was just like on the spot. That was what I came up
Yeah.
with. So,
I think you're the tea munchkin.
yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, you're probably a tea
Even
munchkin.
though I don't drink tea at all, and I've
Right.
never drinking tea at all.
Yeah. Exactly. Dude,
I'm really sad because this is really cold now, but that's okay.
um yeah, so come back and join us later when we've got three more questions right here. I have the
Three
answers.
more.
Um so
Yep,
yeah,
we're gonna do a part
we'll
4.
do a part 4. You'll love it. It's gonna be great. Great fun for the entire family, but not your sister because she doesn't like dudes and hates pizza. And this is a dude podcast. Dude. Um, A pluses for everyone who likes and subscribes to the channel. Uh,
Yeah,
and
and leaves a comment in the
yeah,
comment section down there
yeah.
talking
Um,
about
Cryptid.
your favorite question,
Your
your favorite
favorite,
cryptid. That's
your
the
favorite cryptid, and your favorite version of the DC character, the question. There's two of them. Fun fact. Bye bye!